Today I'm going to explain the introduction about the Total Quality Management, TQM. TQM includes overall process management to enhance the quality. Besides, TQM also emphasizes eliminating errors in the whole process from start to end. TQM also highlights the long-term rather than short-term success in satisfying the customers. In addition, everyone in the organization has the responsibility to ensure that the quality of their products or services meets the customer's expectations. TQM also explained the approaches of management that unifies all of the organizational functions and processes to continuously enhance the quality of the product and services. The primary objective or goal is to meet or even exceed the customer expectation.
Now I will talk about principles of total quality management, TQM. The first principle of TQM is continuous improvement by the organization itself to ensure long-term consequences. Continuous improvement, or known as Kaizen, is started in Toyota production system. Other than that, employee involvement in decision-making process and organization management can facilitate employee enthusiasm, improve bond between employee, improve communication and coordination within the organization. Furthermore, employee involvement is also clearly influenced by TQM, whether it is from raising employee responsibility and accountability for quality or the enforcement of working together goals throughout the organization. As a result, this will boost motivation of the worker by enabling them to find satisfaction in doing their tasks.
Thank you, Nadira, for a good explanation. Moving on to the next point, which is customer focus. From its definition itself, customer focus carry on meaning with focusing and put priority towards customer first. In organizations, management should order the employee to take this as a major step in to improve their condition in treating customer. By this, profit that can be earned are more likely to be double than before because it can create a loop where customer likely to gain trust and improve their loyalty with our services. In total quality management, TQM, customer can be divided into sections, which are internal is staff and customer itself, and externals are users that buy our products. It is important to note that ignoring a customer can lead into dissatisfaction and making our revenue become worse. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, we're going to talk about requirements for successful TQM and example. Firstly, the requirements is customer centricity becomes essential for successful TQM. Corporations must stay in close communication with their customers in order to understand their needs. In the public sector, citizens as the primary customer since public agency exists to assist citizens. In this case, customers could submit complaints, feedback, suggestions, and even appreciations to the corporations to inform them about your needs. In Malaysia, there is an official government website called My Government. And in My Government, there is an integrated complaint management system, CISPA, and Malaysia Government Call Center, MyGCC. This allows public agencies to ensure their services execute towards consumer satisfactions rather than completing tasks. The second requirement is providing training for extensive employee engagement. Nurturing the correct understanding of the assigned duty to eliminate error, misallocation, and avoiding tensions while completing tasks. In Malaysia, for public agencies, attending courses conducted by National Institute of Public Administration Intan is one of the training agencies. For example, administrative and diplomatic officers (PTD) participate in Intan's postgraduate diploma in Public Management Program (DPA), which is a must-pass course for the purpose of employment into the administrative and diplomatic services scheme. With this effort, everyone from the same division with the same workload will possess the same exact capabilities to provide equitable quality services for the consumer. And the third requirement is committing to ongoing improvements in quality. This to enhance services to meet consumer expectations in modern era. There is several factors that are capable of redefining consumer expectations, which is technology, social trends, and personalization. For technology, consumers prefer easier and advanced solutions to their problems. Next, there is social change that raise awareness to the consumers on ethical business practices, sustainability, and social responsibility. Lastly, personalizations, which is a prefer tailored experiences and products that reflect their preferences. In this case, the producer will target a particular audience based on their essential needs. For example, in Malaysia, the Ministry of Education responsibility is to grant educations for people regardless of their backgrounds. To fulfill that, there is Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025 that focusing on educational access and basic skills. And after the Malaysia Education Blueprint completes in 2025, there is the National Education Plan 2026 to 2035 with a bold shift like lowering primary one entry age. In this situation, we can see that after a certain period of time, it is necessary to make an improvement to address unsolved or new issues, which shows the commitment of the government to giving quality services towards the citizens.
Moving on to the next part, I will presenting the critical challenges of implementing total quality management. As we can see, these challenges are divided into two main challenges, and I will explain every single point in detail. Let's start with the first challenges, which is a lack of top management commitment. TQM is a top-down strategy, meaning that it must be driven by the leader. When top management does not fully support the initiative, five major issues will happen. First, there is insufficient leadership support and involvement. This means the top management only give verbal approval or launch the program for publicity, but they do not actively participate in the actual planning, monitoring, or problem-solving process. Second, this lack of commitment leads to an inadequate allocation of resources because the leader do not prioritize TQM. They will not invest enough time, budget, or manpower into the project, leaving the team without the necessary tools or training to succeed. Other than that, we will see a lack of clear quality vision and strategic direction. Without the leader setting a definitive goal, nobody know what the long-term target is, which creates confusion and leave the entire organization moving in different direction. Also, as a direct result of poor leadership, employer may perceive quality initiative as unimportant. When the staff see that the manager do not care about quality, they will treat TQM as a low priority task, viewing it as just extra paper or a waste of time. And last but not least, all of these factors lead to the difficulty of sustaining long-term TQM implementation. TQM is a continuous journey, but not a one-time project. Without constant drive and backup from the top, the initial excitement will fade and the organization will quickly slide back into their old inefficient habit. Now, even if the management is fully committed, we face the second major challenges, which is a resistance to organization change. Changing an organization culture and daily routine always create a friction, and the resistance manifests in four distinct ways. First, Employee may fear new process and responsibilities. People are naturally afraid of the unknown. When TQM introduce new method, employee worry that they might fail, make mistake, or will not be able to handle the new expectation. Second, there is a strong reluctance to abandon established work practice. This is the comfort zone trap. Employee prefer to stick to the old way of doing things simply because they are used to them, often using the excuse that we always done if this way successfully. Third, this resistance is heavily fueled by a lack of understanding of the QM benefit. If the management fails to explain the value of the QM, the staff will only see the immediate burden of the change without realizing how it will actually make their work easier and better in the future. Last but not least, poor communication can increase uncertainty and opposition. When information is not shared transparently, it creates rumor and anxiety among the staff, which directly lead to reduced employee cooperation and participation in quality improvement program. To conclude, TQM cannot succeed in a just fast way. It requires absolute dedication from the top to provide the vision and clear empathic communication at the bottom to overcome the human fear of change.
In conclusion, total quality management or TQM can only be successful when the organization follows and focus on few key factors, which is they must put customer first by understanding their needs and the continuously improving customer satisfaction. Second, employees should receive proper training and be actively involved so they can contribute to delivering high quality products and services. Finally, organization needs to embrace continuous improvement by adapting to a new technologies, changing customer expectations and ethical business practices. By focusing on these key factors, requirements, organization can achieve long-term success, improving service quality and build strong culture of excellence. Thank you.